We are, as a people, very busy, and we're caught up in our own lives and getting from point A to point B, and we don't spend a lot of time reflecting on why we walk the paths we walk, why we drive the streets we drive, why our kids go to the schools they go to, why those schools are where they are. This building is literally a rock in the midst of West Campus. By remaining here, we're an opportunity for people to think, okay, so why is West Campus here? Why is this building here? How did all of this happen?
And that's the part of Stephen F. Austin we never talk about. The part of Texas history we never talk about.
It takes enslavement to build all of our monuments. Even if a city does not have slave labor, even if they're operating under free labor, it's slave labor that is funding those industries.
When I first became associated with the museum, the focus was really more on the decorative arts collection and what that could tell us about different periods of time in American history.
It's amazing how many students go by and ask, what is that building? It represents to me, I guess you would say, time. Most people live for today, but when you get in a position in these type of environments and you really get the small things, you know what I mean, about history that you don't think, slave quarters, for instance, things like that, learning about that before I was doing carpentry, I didn't know nothing about all this, I'm building a building and stuff like that, room additions. And then when I get into an environment like this, it's just, makes me feel that I'm still living and I'm still learning.
We didn't really, as an institution, understand the original context for the two-story building behind us. We didn't see it as a slave dwelling because we didn't talk about enslavement here.
For a room of this size, you could have put probably 13 to 15 people in here. I've had someone say that it's possible more could have slept up in the rafters on boards.
You can never say 100%, obviously, but the vast majority of construction that was done in Austin and people working in trades supporting construction were enslaved. Stone that was used to build this building was quarried with enslaved labor. Abner Cook, who designed this project, owned slaves. He also leased out the labor of enslaved people for work crews when he needed them. It's important these structures remain standing because, we're even seeing today people who are either uninformed or bad actors attempting to change what we understand about history to say that things like the Holocaust didn't happen. When, Dachau is still there, it's standing there, it is a testament. People would love to see Dachau torn down, but it can't be. It's got to remain. It has to be there as a statement about the past. Sites like ours speak to the history of our city, and were we to be replaced by a dorm, that would be one more piece of the past that was lost, and it would make it just that much more difficult to really have an understanding of the complexities of our past. It is much harder to understand the past when none of the physical remnants remain.